initial starting grid where Gupita Krishna will be on the front row of the grid, Vayu Ajay Trixlana alongside him, and Ahmed Fazrul Sham completing the front row.
Then we have fourth on the grid, Anggi Pramana Putra, fifth, Fernando Herdian, and sixth, Norizman Ismail.
Sasi Taran, Mohammad Razaiman and Adib Rosley are the third row.
Then 10 on the grid is Reza Palevi, followed by Ali Izan, Ilyas, and 12, Azam Omar is on the grid and will race.
Olana Norkeri, Fariz Afiez, and we believe it's Effendi Rosley. I misled you there. Effendi Rosley it was who has to start from the pit lane if he is allowed to start at all. That's row 5.
And then 16 on the grid we have Muhammad Azam Jalil, 17 Naoki Takahashi, and 18 Florianius Roy Brilliant.
And Malaysia's Ahmad Zamani will complete.
That's Saiful Isman Ahmad Zamani, 19 on the grid. He did start the race yesterday, but he had problems there. There's a problem with his bike. Effendi Rosley tried to be back. Don't know whether he will start from the pit lane. Not a good start for Effendi Rosley.
So obviously he's starting at a major disadvantage, and we are go for the Underbone 130. And Gupita Krishna has got off to a poor start. He has been swallowed up by the pack. Gupita Krishna has dropped down into 6th or 7th, and we've got a problem. We've got a touching of tyres. That's an excellent recovery in the middle of the pack by Razaiman's side, but a dreadful start from Gupita Krishna.
Yes, indeed, a dreadful start for Gupita Krishna, and again a whole shot by the whole shot king, Norizman Ismail. He self-proclaimed as a king of whole shot to be in front of him.
Indeed he has. Norizman Ismail, who had a fabulous race yesterday, almost led from start to finish. He indeed is amongst that leading group. Norizman Ismail was looking for Gupita Krishna, but what a lousy start it was. He went from first and he's dropped down now then. Oh, there's a nasty moment.
Yeah, nasty moment for one of the rider behind. And that gives the way for Norizman to lead the race, but now it is number 61 Fernando Herdian who's in front, and Norizman did say that among the riders here, and he said that Fernando Herdian is the one that he's watching.
Well, Herdian it was who led the way in the early stages of the first race yesterday until he wiped out in the wet conditions, but now as he approaches the hairpin, it's a lot more certain, it's a lot more secure. He attacked that hairpin and leads the way up the hill as they come in towards the spoon curve. This is an aggressive start from Fernando Herdian.
Yeah, Fernando, then we have Razaiman, Sasitar and Norizman, Vayu Aji in the front top 5 of the riders, and then this is where you can see that Fernando Herdian, who has a setup bike, is very good, he said, and he's confident with his bike. Only yesterday he did not have, it's not lucky enough for him because he did not finish the race yesterday.
Again, throwing himself into the spoon curve, looking to slingshot himself out into the back straight, and so it's Fernando Herdian who is leading the way as they start to go up the hill. He's got himself a little bit of a daybreak between him and Norizman Ismail is in that second little group. But it's Fernando Herdian who is leading the way, although he has been swallowed up. Wow, that is incredible straight line speed, and Fernando Herdian has gone from first to third.
Looking where is Gupita Krishna, there is Azam Omar, number 46, and I believe Gupita is in the second group, now gaining to join the front group. And there you go, a little bit mistake by Sachitaran, a little bit wide, and give away for Razaiman and Fernando Herdian to go in front.
My word, it's really tight as they come down into this first straight. We've had Fernando Herdian, who was leading for much of that first lap, but he's found himself in second place. Gupita is now up to third. Razaiman leads. Fernando Herdian second. Gupita third. Vayu fourth. Ahmed Fazrul fifth. Anggi Pramana sixth. And Norizman, who was leading, is now in 7th place.
And as we saw just watching Norizman, and he's down to 7 right now. We have a leader on Simon side, number 25 for the JB Honda UZ Racing, in front of Fernando Herdian, and Gupita Krishna is third in the third place, and Vayu Aji Sasitar Eli all.
Well, Gupita Krishna once again has been swallowed up. He was third as they went over the start-finish line, but he's clearly got 1 or 2 problems on that first corner. He's fighting his way back here. He's now back up into 4th place, but it's a haphazard race here from the defending champion Gupita Krishna, but Rosaiman Saeed and Philando Herdian are leading the way as Gupita now gets himself into third place.
It's Philando, Gupita. Ooh, a good move there, I think by Eli, or I had to see the number, you can't see the number clearly, but now Rosaiman lost the place. Rosaiman down to third, with Philando is trying to get back to first place.
Well, Philando Herdian goes aggressively once again into the hairpin. Philando Herdian from Indonesia has retaken the lead. We're midway through the second lap, and Philando Herdian is putting some real aggression. We have got a retirement.
That's Faris Hafiz for the Felda team. He's retired in the race, and we have back there Asaful Isman Ahmad Zamani at the back of the group, and we have three riders in front. That is Rosaiman, who's trying to get from the inside of Fernando Herdian to lead the race.
Confirmation that Faris Hafiz from the Felda team has actually retired, but at the front end we have got a battle royale going on. This is Philando Herdian, who has 3 times now been in the lead, but 3 times he's been swallowed up by the pace of Rosaiman Saeed. Philando Herdian has now dropped back into third, and Rosaiman Saeed is top, and second place is that Sassi?
Team Pro New Zealand, that is Rosaiman Saeed leading. Sassi is, I think, in the second group, because his teammate Rosaiman is now currently leading the group in front. But the gap, I think, has been reduced between the front group, and Gupita Krishna is there in third place.
Philando Herdian tries to come around the outside. It's getting very congested on that chicane with it'll be 4 laps to go when they go past the start-finish line, and it is incredibly congested. Philando Herdian puts on the burners. He takes the lead with 4 laps to go ahead of Ahmed Fazrul Sham. Rosaiman Saeed, Gupita up into 4th, Wayu 5th, Angi Pamana 6th. Nur Isman Ismail is trailing in 8th place, more than 2 seconds off the pace.
That is a great move by Ahmed Fazrul Sham. His brother won here last year, Fazrul Sham, so he wanted to repeat the success of his brother. He's now second place, but these 3 riders, they are very close to each other, less than a second between them, and not forgetting Gupita Krishna now closing down behind the top 3 leader.
Yeah, Gupita Krishna seems to have settled down after a nervy old start, so it's Gupita Krishna currently in 4th place, Philando 3rd, Ahmed Fazrul and Rosaiman are in a real battle for P1 as they go up the snake section, and as they head up into the Dunlop curve going uphill. Plenty of power, head down, long left-hander.
It is a very long drive, 5.8 kilometers, so they only have 6 laps for the race, and they have to attack from the very beginning.
Into Degna curve, and it is still that front 3 of Ahmed Fazrul, Philando Herdian, Rosaiman Saeed, and they're enjoying that race.
That is Charul Yuzi, the boss of Rosaiman Saeed, the team principal.
Philando again goes to the lead up the hairpin. He is being very aggressive at that hairpin, and twice he's taken the inside line. So once again, it's Indonesia's Philando Herdian on the BKMS Indonesia Racing Team on the Yamaha who leads the way.
Yes, Philando did say that his bike, he feels great with his bike this weekend, and but Honda, that is the Rosaiman Saeed, Rosaiman from the inside of Philando for a short while to lead the race.
This is some of the racing that we weren't really able to see yesterday because everybody was a little bit tentative, but this is a real battle royale for P1. It's Herdian and Rosaiman who are going head to head. It's Philando Herdian who is being taken by Ahmed Fazrul Sham as they come over the brow of the hill with 3.5 laps still to go.
We have one bike there with a problem. That could be very costly because we are afraid they'll be on the track, and one of the bike he had a problem and he will not be able to continue the race. But right in front is Philando. Gupita is now smack right in the middle of that group.
And Ahmed Fazrul Shaman is also in the middle of there, as is Rosaiman Saeed. We haven't had any yellow flags as yet. We've just got 1 or 2 warnings, but at the other side of the track there may well be some oil on the track as Gupita shows his pace and his power and goes to the front with 3 laps to go.
3 laps to go, still a long way for Underbone here in the Suzuka. And this is Norisman. I'm so sorry, it's Rosaiman in front. Rosaiman in front of Fernando Herdian and Gupita Krishna, and also Ahmad Fazul Shah. And I believe there's one more rider joining there. That is number.
Well, that was the problem that we had with the oil on the track, and we're about to approach that stretch of the track where to see if has been any collateral damage. But at the other end, this is the front end of the race. Rosaiman Saeed is leading the way in the Team Pro UZ Honda, but now he's got a little bit of a lead ahead of Fernando Herdian.
I must say it's a good start also by Afandi Rosli, who's currently 10. He started it from the pit lane, so he's 10 right now in front of Sasitaran, Reza Palevi, Eli, Azhar Abdul Jalil, and Saiful Isman.
Still, it is Rosaiman Saeed leading the way. Fernando as they go into Degna once again. We have got 2.5 laps to go as they go under the figure of 8. Fernando Herdian, he's used the hairpin regularly to take the lead, and once again as we approach the hairpin, Fernando Herdian attacks, and he once again takes the lead for the 6th time so far in this race.
We have a group of 3 riders before leading this race. Now we back to one huge group of riders. This is Underbone 130cc, and number 46 Azam Omar, Adib Afendi in that group as well.
And Norisman Ismail has got himself back in contention as well. Norisman, who is a championship contender, can't afford to lose too many points. He's in that little group just behind the front two, but Rosaiman and Fernando are going toe to toe as they slingshot around into the back straight with 2.25 laps to go.
A great move by Rosaiman, keeping Fernando Herdian, but not too long. Now Herdian is back in front with Anggi Permana Putra in third place. There's all on the track. There's a sign with red and yellow flag waved. It's all on the track, so they have to be very careful, especially at that part of the track. Here, this is Rosaiman and Fernando Herdian.
Afendi Rosley is in the group chasing Afendi, who started from the pit lane, has posted the fastest lap, and is in the group as they try and work their way around. Oh my word!
That is Azam Omar now leading the race. Azam, that is Afendi, number 36. If he can win, a fantastic win for Afendi, who started the race from the pit lane.
Well, currently Afendi is in 5th place, but there is barely a coat of paint between Azam Omar, Ahmed Fazul Sam, Fernando Herdian, Rosaiman Saeed, Afendi Rosley, Gupita Krishna, Anggi Panana. They are separated by less than a second.
We have 13 riders now battling for P1. That is Azam Omar and also Afendi Rosley now in front.
This is proper racing. We were denied this because of the rain yesterday, but look how close this group of riders are.
That's Afendi leading the race right now, charging the rider who started the race from the pit lane, now leading the race.
But has he gone too early? That's the question, because we have got 1.5 laps still to go. Working on adrenaline, but Afendi Rosley, well, he started from the pit lane. Can he finish? He has first past the checkered flag.
Well, there's a story right now. All the drama on the track. We have one huge group now all battling for P1. We have Afendi, Azab, Rosaiman. There's Michael Chai, the boss of Yamaha, looking at the race right now, waiting whether the 2 Yamaha riders in front can do something about it.
Okay, so Afendi Rosley, what a story this one is, because there was uncertainty that it even get onto the start, and that's full use of the track there as well as a little bit of the grass. But Afendi Rosley is leading the way. Ahmed Fazrul Sham is in there. My word, this is racing.
That is Rosaiman side now charging the 2 Petronas team, Hongyong team in front. That is Azam Omar and also Afendi Rosley. There's a problem for Rosaiman. Rosaiman had a problem. Oh, too bad. Unfortunately, Rosaiman had a problem, raising his hand. Bike number 25. He was there battling, fighting for P1.
And what it means is at the top end, Azam Omar and Afendi Rosley are able to just pull themselves a little bit clear of the field.
That is team principal for the team. Sharu Yuzi is not happy with Rosaiman, but he still have Sachitaran in the race, and Sasi is right now 9 in that group.
So Azam Omar is overtaken by Effendi Rosley. What a story this would be. Still there's a little bit of oil on the track, hence the warning signals, but they've all passed that mark safely. And these two, Effendi Rosley and Azam Omar, what a race.
That's Sasitaran now. We had Rosaiman is not in the race anymore, but Sasitaran is making his move to be in the front group. So we have one huge group now in front. Sasi is fighting after his friends out of the race, but it's Azam Omar now taking the lead.
So as we come into the last lap, it will be Azam Omar in the lead. Watch out, folks, watch out, because this last chicane is going to be fun and games. Last lap, Azam Omar from Angi Pamana, from Ahmed Fazl Sham, Effendi Rosley, less than half a second between the front four. Adib Rosley, Sassi, Gupita, Resli Falevi, Philando Herdian, they are the top 9, separated by less than 1.75 seconds.
I think we have 11 riders now battling for P1 with Effendi Rosley. He's in front of that group, and what a story for Effendi if he can win this race, because he started the race from the pit lane, remember, and he's now leading the pack.
Effendi Rosley, bike number 36. He's leading with aggression. He's leading with panache. Is he able to lead us right the way through the Petronas Hong Leong Yamaha? He is certainly giving it a go, and he's got himself a bit of a lead here as Effendi Rosley.
Yeah, this is a final lap. This is very important. Now he's pushing hard. He's trying to get away from the group. Effendi is hoping Azam Omar to be second, and Azam can at least help him.
But this is the battle for P1. Effendi takes the sharp right, will hunker down as they go into Degna for the last time, underneath the overpass into the country part, the long straight part of this circuit.
It is Yuki Ito is watching Azam Omar, and also Effendi Rosley now battling in front there. Azam in second, Sassi in third place.
Azam doing a protection job for Effendi, who has a little look over his shoulder. You keep them at bay, he's saying. Let's work teams here, because Effendi Rosley is half a lap away from the most incredible victory.
He is giving some sort of instruction to Azam, perhaps asking Azam to at least keep the other riders behind. And now this is the last, a few more corners to go for Effendi Rosley.
We come around the spoon curve for the very last time. The slingshot comes out, but now the pressure will come on Effendi Rosley. Effendi slingshots himself out. Now onto the final back straight for the final time. What a finale.
It's all battle for P1, and that's who's that in front of 158 is Angi, I think Angi Permana Putra.
Angi Permana Putra has really put the cat amongst the pigeons here, because Effendi was in pole, was in the lead, but now it is anybody's race.
Oh, there's Azhar Jalil as well. In that group, watch out for the final chicane. That will be to decide who will win this race.
We are coming into the final chicane. The survival of the fittest. 46 is Azam Omar.
Oh,
there's touching, there's connection, there's people going over the circuit, and now as into the final straight, amidst all the mayhem, we have got some
that is
security.
Philando Herdian, I think. Is that Philando?
And
That is Philando Herdian
to take
Effendi
it.
Rosley second, and Wahyu Adit Laksana third. What a race for Philando Herdian and Effendi Rosley.
So Philando Herdian, who led early on, takes the victory. Effendi Rosley second, Wahyu Aji third. Gupita picks up some points. Further down though, Norizman Ismail could only. So the Indonesian national anthem, very much enjoyed by 1 and 3, Philando Herdian, who started 5th on the grid, and Gupita Krishna, who will extend his lead at the top of the standings. The prize are going to be given out by Tadayuki Okada, team principal of Honda Team Asia Moto 2. He's a former MotoGP rider himself, and he will be pretty impressed by some of the talent that he's seen on display in the Asia Dream Cup earlier on today, the Suzuki Challenge, and now also the Underbone. It's been a terrific race. I'm still breathless.
Watched by Katsuki Fujiwara, also enjoyed watching Philando Herdian winning the race, I'm sure, as the Kawasaki rider. There is Philando Herdian.
BKMS Indonesia Racing Team. And the team award obviously going to BKMS Indonesia Racing Team. Now the photo opportunity. But well, it could have been anybody on that podium, couldn't it? As they went into the final chicane, there were literally 9 racers in with a genuine chance of winning it. Fernando Herdian came from the middle of the pack. I think he was 6th going into the chicane. He was 1st coming out of it. He has picked up maximum 25 points in the championship. That'll actually make him a contender.
Yeah, we have to see on the standing after this. I believe Fernando Herdian also will join in front because he was 2nd in the standing before coming here to Suzuka. Only 2 points separated him and Norisman with Gupita Krishna leading the pack. Let's see the standing right now.
Indeed, Gupita Krishna leading the way. Norisman just 6 points clear of Fernando Herdian. That's a very useful 3rd points for Gupita Krishna, the defending champion. Now from those 3, Effendi, Mohamed, Angi Putera there in the 40s. Down to Hockey Cristianto, who's not here this weekend. He's 10th on 33 points. Moving a little bit further down, Yamahas of Adib Fariz and Azam. Rozaiman Saeed's Honda gave out on him today. He's in 14th place. Down to Iswandi Mois in 20th on the Yamaha. And completing the championship standings. No points for any of these riders today, but there's the 27 in the Underbone 130cc. So terrific